it's Linda here. So this is part 2 of a clothing haul video. There's not actually that much in here. It's just that it looks like there's loads because it's one of those, but it's not filled. And I suspect there's stuff in there which I've probably already spoken about. It's just today I am going to iron, process, photograph, get everything ready. For some reason these lot are all like now posed like they're in Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, when I let you go. Boop. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to see the first part of this haul, circle back. Anyway, I've moved over because I'm trying to put things into like for like piles. So I've already got my jeans, skirts, women's tops, dresses. Doesn't seem to be any menswear. Why is menswear so hard to find? I can see that there probably is some slight menswear in there, but not much. And now I have an itchy nose as well. Probably because I've been in the storeroom and kicked up a load of dust. And this probably isn't the best angle to be doing a haul video in because of having the light behind me. But never mind. Just deal with it, you know. No, I just shouldn't say that because that's how people unsubscribe. Anyway, one of the things that I did say in my previous video is I'd had a bad feedback episode on eBay. And it had like irked me. It was on Saturday night. I received a message on Saturday night. So the message came through at 10 p.m. on Saturday night. So obviously I didn't reply because I'm a female and I look like this. I look a whole lot better on my profile picture on eBay. So I knew it was just a dick in the hand wank message that I was receiving. So I was just like, oh, do you know, this is just one of these men who is looking to find somebody to chat to on a Saturday night who isn't charging per the minute. And he's decided that that's me. So it's the 15th of March today. So it's Wednesday today. So it was the 11th of March when he sent the message. The item which he was talking about was actually delivered on the 4th, not March, the 4th of February. So he had the item for 6 weeks and he was complaining about the size of it, saying he was a lot bigger than the item that I'd sent and it didn't fit his girth. You know, he didn't message it like that, but you know, I on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock, somebody who is messaging you about size has probably got their dick in their hand. So I didn't message him until Sunday and I just said, if you're not happy with the item, please return it, even though it was 6 weeks ago. And basically he immediately sent a message back saying that he wasn't willing to return it, and then immediately left me bad feedback, negative feedback. I don't know if I've got I think I deleted, well, I haven't got the comment. I've got the email response, because it just really annoyed me. I didn't notice until Sunday evening because I didn't do anything over the weekend eBay wise. I just had my, enjoyed my life. And part of enjoying my life wasn't getting into dialogue with some idiot over the weekend. So anyway, he'd left me this bad feedback. I didn't notice until Sunday night. So I promptly replied to the feedback saying I'd accepted a return 6 weeks after the return date. And and that was actually probably very good for me because it was only a 30-day return window that I have. And then I asked eBay to remove the negative feedback and just immediately got the automated response of no, sod off. So obviously that was Sunday night. I was at work on Monday. I was at work on Tuesday. I had posted on my Instagram and a few people had said, you must fight this. And I was just like, well, I haven't got the time to fight it at the minute because I'm busy with my job and actually listing other things on eBay. I haven't got the time for this at the minute. I've put my response comment on there if people feel that they want to like look at it. And then somebody messaged me on like the Monday night, I think it was, and I was like, oh God, yeah, I probably should do that, because it was Fake Rachel, and she said it was, eBay should remove it because it was against their terms of use, because you put the size in the listing and it's not your problem that this person is bigger than the pair of jeans that you've sent. So she sent me that message, and I'd looked at that in the evening, and then I'd gone onto my eBay account, and it said that I was 100% positive again, and I was like, oh. And the guy had he'd changed his feedback comment and said that they were the best fitting pair of chinos that he'd ever had, and I was just like, what? So that just absolutely confirmed my first suspicions that it was just a Saturday night wank call, wank message. So this is a screenshot of the email confirmation thing. So what that is that's because I'd done that thing where you can request the buyer, the customer, to revise their feedback. So that's all that was. So he'd even seen my like shitty comments of how annoyed that I was. But I hadn't worded it in a bad way. But anyway, he revised his comments, so there we go. So, you know, it had bugged me, but I've just thought I'll deal. My plan was that if it was still there, I was going to ring them today, i.e. Wednesday, because this was my first day off. But, you know, that never happened. And thank God, because I hate talking to people on eBay, because, you know, it's such hard work. The last time, it was absolute pulling teeth. It was on there for so long. Who's got time for this? Once you've got other things to do in your day, it's just like, why am I putting up with this? So anyway, this is the actual order of the day, is that this is the final section of my haul video of stuff which I have sourced in the last 6 weeks and completely forgotten about. This will be a surprise to me. This thing here, I was in two minds about picking this up, and this looks like one of those horrific wolf jumpers, doesn't it, that people for some reason are well into now. Just that type of material that just bobbles like that. So I was reluctant to take it based on this. If anybody has got any bright ideas about how you buff this up, I mean, what am I going to do? Take a razor to it for 9 hours? It's just that sort of material. Quite a nice dress for winter, and Joe Brown's. Somebody's laundered it in something very, very nice and fragrant. But I don't know how I'm going to get that out, or if you're supposed to get that out, or if that's supposed to be the look. Because the debobbler will not touch that, will it? What is this? Is this a top, or is this a dress? Size 16. I'm a size 16. Much to my dissatisfaction with that. I'd like to say it's a tunic top. It might not be. Oh, I don't know. I hate some of these things sometimes. I'll put it on dresses. It's a tunic top, isn't it? Let's put it on tops. Oh, who even knows? Anyway, probably a mistake picking that up. Why did I do it to myself? Because I'm a moron. Again, this is very big, isn't it? Oh, it's a UK 20. So I would imagine that is a top because it's a UK 20. Yes. Yes? Oh, God. I don't know anymore. Everybody has their beaver out, don't they? It's how people are. So Hobbs, size 20. Could be a dress. Could be a top. depending on whether you want to put your beaver out, I'm going to say top, because it's a size 20. It's so weird though, that because I don't understand women's sizing. I really shouldn't be selling women's clothing. I used to be a size 8. I never really noticed my size sort of creeping up. I'd always sort of worn a size 10 to size 12. I'm still sort of squeezing into a lot of my size 12 stuff. Because when I was in the workplace last time, a lot of my trousers are size 12 and I'm still wearing them now. I mean, they're tight and they're popping open, and part of me says, well, I'm going to lose weight, but that's not happened. So I'm technically a size 14, probably more leaning towards a size 16. So, you know, if I'm a size 16 and that's 2 sizes bigger than me, you know, women don't go up, we go out. So what is it? It's got to be, I mean, what is it? Oh, I don't know. They do have a number on them, don't they? Mind you, the last few Hobbs things that I've had putting the code in has not helped whatsoever. It probably is a dress, and the same as that is probably a dress, but I don't know. I just feel that, but why would anybody want to go out round with their beaver out? You know, once you've filled out, you're of a certain age where you don't want to walk around with your beaver out. Anyway, basic stuff, auction fodder, fat face, just a basic blouse type thing with these stupid sleeves, which is going to annoy me when I'm ironing, so let's undo them. Roll tab sleeves. Right, so yeah, auction fodder that I'll probably end up selling for the $9.99 starting bid, because nobody's interested in auctions anymore. Is that the reason that eBay have given us an extra auction allowance? You see, this is size 16 and this is like a cropped top. Yeah, that'll sell well in the summer. Lindy Bop, size 16. Again, this was sat around on the shop floor for ages, and then I saw, oh, let's have a look at that print. Oh, it's Lindy Bop, let's have that. Let's have it. More auction fodder. I know this is white stuff because I can tell from looking at it what it is. Oh no, it's fat face. What is the difference between fat face and white stuff? Not much. Fat face, they've both got stupid curly labels. Fat face, just a basic top. Slightly rubbish really, isn't it? Crochet, touche, crochet. I feel like I need to rectify. People like the alcohol collection, but you know, we haven't got, we need the frog collection in here. Let's put it there. Oh, it's still terrible, this light. I should just close the curtain. Anyway, in a minute you won't be hear anything because the groundskeepers are coming round with their a Peanuts t-shirt. These always go well. I might better squeeze 20 for that. Although they're only supermarket brands. Let's see which one this one is. This is Asda. This one's really glittery. Not that you can tell. It is glittery. I don't know if I should try and use the video option for some of these things, but it's just an extra faff when you're listening. Yeah, so I should be able to get 20 for that. Just a basic t-shirt. Oh, this is interesting. These were sat on the shop floor for ages as well, and then I was like, goodness me. Saw them at the back and I was like, I'll have them. I've seen this brand before and I didn't pick it up, and it sits there with my annoyance that I just didn't realise what it was. This is Rag and Bone. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to recite this because this is starting to irritate me now. And now you can see all the Lego that I haven't processed. Yeah, see, so yeah, it's one of those things that sort of like is stinging me because I didn't think what it is. So Rag and Bone, not Rag and Bone Man. It's one of these brands which is in places like Harvey Nicks and Selfridges, and obviously just a pair of hot pants. And soon it will be hot, and we'll be all excited. And there'll be somebody who's like ruining it and going, oh, we should appreciate it because soon it'll be really cold again, and we'll have to beat those people. What is that? Honestly, I give up with my neighbours. My old neighbours never used to put their washing machine on. These people put their washing machine on all the time. Dirty whorebag who used to live here. Let me go and move the pots and pans which are shaking on the draining board. Okay, I'm back. That noise is still going on. I mean, who had neighbours, for God's sake? They really bugged the hell out of me at the weekend because they had friends round, and for some reason having friends round meant that they had to open the door 900 and 400, just every 10 minutes the door opened, and when they slam their patio door, which is the same as ours, it shakes everything in here, and you know, stuff falls around. But more to the point, it was cold at the weekend, and them opening their door and standing on the balcony just made it piss cold in here. So fuck you, you've made an enemy of me already. It takes a lot to be friends with me and very little to make an enemy of me. Yeah, anyway, just annoyed. Anyway, oh God, I've got some menswear. I think this is the only piece of menswear that I've got. Weird Fish. I did inspect this for pit stains. However, my apartment is a lot lighter and brighter than anywhere else. I mean, anyone think I'm like next to the sun or something? It doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look as great as it did when I was looking at it the other day. Is that a mark? You can sling your up with that. Anyway, men's polo, probably only because it's Weird Fish. Not great Weird Fish at the moment. Another one of these brands which is like bitten the dust. You know, £20 I'll get for that. Again, I never tell you what I've paid for any of this because I've paid £3 for everything. I say that, but some of this stuff I've picked up from Bernardo's. I haven't just picked it up from Cancer Research. Oh, look, another patented wiggly white stuff label is upon us. How do they do this? Anyway, white stuff, a basic top in size 18. That will be auction fodder, but should it be auction fodder before summer has even got here? This is a nice little vest. Where did I pick this up from? This is from Bernardo's. I remember as I keep going up there. Oh great, now there's a pigeon on the bloody balcony making a din. Anyway, I was trying to do the things, but that's not happening. So this is a really nice orange vest type thing. The light just still doesn't seem like quite right in here. Anyway, that is Michael Kors. I find Michael Kors a weird one. Some of it's good, most of it's garbage. I see a lot of Michael Kors and I generally leave it. What the earth is this? Oh, this is Joe Brown. Oh, this is Joe Brown. These pigeons are going to cause me problems this summer. I know it. They keep turning up and making a din. If they're used to hanging around on my pagoda, all I'm going to have is just a balcony full of turds this summer. Remember that? Anyway, it is a dress. For some reason I thought it was a pin of the dungarees. Well, the zip's undone, so that probably means it's broken. No, it's okay. Joe Brown's size 16 dress. A fabuloso find. Yeah, it looks like the sort of thing which probably is supposed to have a belt. So once I research it, I'll probably be like, oh. Anyway, I should better get 25 to 30 for that. This is another dress. It's quite nice, I suppose, for white stuff. What are they? Are they jaguars or are they... Oh, one of them's an elephant. So it's safari animal silhouette type jazz. Long sleeve shirt dress. Wow. Probably get 15 to 20 for it. Oh, look. Another white stuff item. What are all this for? Another blouse. I mean, I say that these are going to be auction fodder, but I think I should probably try them on Buy It Now first before I just throw them all on auction and throw away my profit. But see, the trouble is that there'll be this one person that's interested, and if it's on an auction for £9.99, they'll get it for £9.99. Whereas if I put it on Buy It Now for £20, I'll just get squeezed that little bit more. So this is an interesting print. Knives and forks, cutlery. It's cutlery. I'm sure people are familiar with cutlery unless you're in a like hostage situation or something. But there you are, white stuff. Oh, God, it's blouse. Yeah, so hopefully 20. Monsoon, vintage monsoon. Oh. Vintage monsoon. I rarely get vintage monsoon. I do see a lot of monsoon, but I'm very, very picky. This is 100% silk. Right, we will go high with this and we will wait for that person. And then in a year's time, I'll go, this didn't sell, so I've auctioned it for £9.99. I'm going to try and get 20 for that. No, I'm going to try and get 30 for that. I know that I've sold 100% silk monsoon before for 30. Little tops like that as well. Another stupid little thing. This is all just stuff which is going to pad my shop out. God, I thought I was being picky with what I'm picking up. And all I've got is white stuff and fat face, and I don't know why you bother really. Why are you paying attention to me? Yeah, so another generic fat face vest added to my store until doomsday because nobody will buy it. So, you know, in a world where we've got lots of white stuff and fat face and all these other brands which you couldn't give a monkey's about seeing, let's add a little bit of mint velvet to it because there's just another generic brand to add to the mix. I probably won't get any more than £14 for that because the arse is out of mint velvet as a brand. Oh, and here's another generic one to add to the mix. Ted Baker. Welcome to my haul of things that you shouldn't pick up. Brands to avoid. Brands which would be priced highly in your charity shops but aren't worth a jot on eBay. I won't get money more than 15 to 20 for that. But obviously, you know, when you're paying £3 for these things, it's okay. But I know that a lot of you guys who are watching don't have that privilege. Okay, so moving on to something which is still high street. So this is H&M, but it's Desmond and Dempsey H&M. So these are supposed, Desmond and Dempsey are traditionally a pajama pajama set company, but this is obviously a beach cover-up top in the, you know, now very outdated tropical palm tree print. So that's what it looks like. Desmond and Dempsey. Desmond and Dempsey on its own used to get very high prices. Then they paired themselves up with H&M and killed their own brand. Well done. Again, I probably won't get any more than 20 to 25 for that. Right, so something slightly different now. This is a brand which I never get. I have one item that's in my shop at the moment. It's a blouse. It's like one of those ones that you knot here. So if you've got any kind of belly, it's like a big no-no. It sells very well in America, and the market in the UK is rubbish. So naturally, I went and picked this up. So this is Madewell. My other thing hasn't sold. However, I think this will do really well. So, does anybody remember that woman called Julia Roberts? And does anybody remember that film called Pretty Woman that she was in? So when she goes out with him to the polo, is it? Polo, I think. She wears a dress that's very, very much like this with this spot. So I think this will do well for wedding season. And it's got a lovely elasticated waist. But who the hell is it to be made well? And it also says it's extra, extra, extra small. So we'll give that a try. It feels like it's silk as well. Is it silk? Are we on with silk? I think it is. Oh, no, it's 100% polyester, but it's very, very nice feeling polyester. Oh, the polyester which you get in America is obviously a lot better. Yeah, so I don't know really what I'm going to get for that. Probably, you know, more like 25. But it, you know, like I say, it is that Julia Roberts dress. This one. Ding. Right, another top here. This is a top, but it's sometimes masquerades as one of those. It is a top, it's size 16. Just monsoon, ethnic. There's got to be somebody out there who wants to pay £25 for that, isn't there? Sea salt, a tunic top. Very rarely find sea salt. It tends to be that if you want to find it, you have to go to one of these places where they price everything to not sell it. If you want to ever find it in a charity shop. Yeah, so sea salt, size 12. Probably only 20 for that. Sea salt have their, they have a eBay presence, so it's very hard to get, you know, like Jules, it's very hard to get a good price because they've got their own eBay shop. This is a good find. I'm going to try for £50 for this. I thought it was a nightie initially when I picked it up because it had been put on as a dress, I think, or something. I've been railed up for that. But then I sort of looked at it and I realised that it is actually a 5XL. So this isn't vintage, but it is the tie-dye. I recognise those teddy bears because I know these teddy bears. I do have my brother to thank for letting me know who the Grateful Dead are, which is quite ironic since he's no longer with us. But anyway, yeah, this is one of the, I remember getting this in my first week of work. So that's sat in my box now for 6 weeks, if not longer. So yeah, I'm going to try for 50 for that. I don't, because it's one of the modern ones, I don't know if it'll actually fetch that, but there you go. Oh, my massive pile of menswear. What is it with menswear that's so hard to find? This looks like it should be menswear, but it isn't. I mean, if this was menswear, it'd be easier to sell, but it's not. It says UK 14 on it, and it is a Fred Perry women's top. Just basic, just very basic. Doesn't, you know, it's not shouting. I mean, the twin tip is glittered. Not that that'll probably pick up when I photograph it. But you know, the stuff which sells well with the Fred Perry line is the stuff which says, what's her name? Amy Winehouse. Oh, anyone would think that the menopause is creeping up on me with my lack of speech. Another one there, same thing, but in grey. Ooh, exciting stuff. Oh, I bet you're glad you tuned in. Living the dream here, living the dream. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Another one of them, embroidered this time. Again, you know the score. I've paid £3, I'll probably get 15. it is what it is. White stuff, generic. So I've got this skirt here. You know, you can tell that it's just like a basic black skirt, asymmetrical. But this is 25 years old, new look, old label. Isn't it weird that we had all these wonderful elasticated waists back in the day when I didn't need elasticated waists? So it says size 14 on it, but is it? I don't know what I'm going to get for that, because obviously it's very boring. It is very boring. It's just a black skirt, but it's got that thing that it is vintage. What's going on here? I feel like I've shown a bunch of this, but I don't think I have. This is a wrap dress, so naturally it's unwrapping itself as you know, as we speak. So you can see there that it'll look a whole lot better when it's on the mannequin. Again, I'm probably only going to get 20 for this, because Under the Stories just isn't great. It's like Oliver Bonus. I can understand why Oliver Bonus has gone down the pan, because, you know, of the Matt Hancock effect. But I don't know why Under the Stories has just fallen by the wayside. But it's not as good as it used to be. This is all we've got left. So, you know, if you're intrigued by whatever's here, then stick around. Wow, what are these? I don't know if these are men's or women's. I'm assuming that they're men's. A very skinny man. I wish these pigeons would sling their hook. All I can hear is cooing. I know you guys can't hear it, but all I can hear is cooing. Can you see them? Can you see them? Stupid fools. Stupid crazy pigeons. Right, so yeah, I've got these are super dry. Some of the stuff with super dry does very well, but obviously these are belted. I haven't lost the belt. I haven't lost the belt. The shop that I bought them from hasn't. Obviously I've only paid £3. I know that I got these from work. They're turned up, but are they supposed to be turned up? I'm going to unturn them. I'll have to look them up. The thing with super dry, some of it is like, I mean, if you've ever gone, I was shopping for something for my husband at Christmas. Lord knows why I was in there, because the sizing doesn't go much beyond XL, and their XLs are very slim. But I went in there, looked at the prices and fell over, and I was like, God, all that super dry that. But then, you know, I feel the same way about Ted Baker and North Face. You look at the prices in the shop, and then when you know that the resale value is on its knees, you just think, why are you doing this? Anyway, super dry, they always have their code on there, so I can put that code in on Google and it'll hopefully tell me what it is. I mean, you know, at least 25 for them. They feel pretty fairly new, really. I've got this, which this is new with tags. But it is just Marks and Spencer's, but it is peanuts. So like I was saying with that thing that I had earlier, because I've just shown you a Snoopy t-shirt. I did think it was a t-shirt, but it is a night dress, which makes it probably a bit less appealing. Is it a night dress? That's what it says. No, it doesn't say what it is. But the annoying thing is that it's got the original price on there of £15. I might well just put it on for £15 as well. But is it a night dress, or is it just a dress? I don't know. It says 2020 on here, so I'll have a little squiz and see if I can work it out. Part of me feels like, you know, because they are kind in that you could take that off very easily, but I'll look that up and see if it is a proper dress. But obviously with the price on there, I can't ask for any more than £15. Mind you, I've had Sainsbury's by 2 Snoopy before, which was new with tags, and that had the price on it, and I got a lot more from that, because the website obviously immediately sold out because it's Snoopy. So I may be able to stretch to one day. Anyway, dancing leopard. I've had this countless times. I've had this at least twice before. And I did see, there was a customer walking around with this, and then they put it down, and then I was like, I know what that is. I know that's dancing leopard. I've had the dress of this, and I've had the top. This is size 16. That will sell for 25. I don't think I'll have any problems with that. I have this, which is Stella McCartney. It's actually Adidas, but it's Stella McCartney range. So yeah, just like a racer back workout top with a little bit of the old zebra print. I don't know what they're fetching. I really need to find out. Oh, I've got some menswear. So these are, I know, I think I've got two here, have I? Maybe. I've got, yeah, so I've got two Uniqlo t-shirts, which I need to look up. Who's this fitting? Oh, it's got a mark on it. Right, so that's got a mark on it, which is annoying. This is my little trick for when I have a mark on something, because invariably, by the time I've got enough to do a laundry job, I'll be like, well, where's the stain? So, yeah, let me show you the t-shirt. Anyway, this t-shirt looks like it's going to fit an infant. So I'm not entirely sure why I've picked that up. But it's got a dinosaur on it, and I need to work out what this is. There's probably lots of you out here who know what it is. 10 shell, so I don't know. They do a lot of collaborations. Shenshu ribbon. I think I maybe have had something very similar to this before. Anyway, this needs laundering now. So what I do, I probably won't get any more than 15 to 20 for these, because they tend to be around 15 to 20 because there's so many collaborations. So I have these very small little pegs, and I put them where the stain is, so that when I go to do my stain removal and I want to put spray on it, I actually have some indication where the stain is. So little tip for you there. Another Uniqlo collaboration t-shirt here, which I've got no clue about, which I do need to look up. Again, you probably know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, some artist thing. Let's have another look. Let's have a look. It says Fagaldi. I don't know. The younger generation know what this is. So again, 15 to 20, maybe slightly more if it's something cool. And I feel like I've shown this. Anyway, this was a mad find, this was. So I will show it again. Actually, let me just show you this, because I know I can see just looking at it that this is probably not great. So I've got a jacket here, which should have gone with the coats and the rest of it, but it's a lightweight jacket, and I think it's silk. Pure Collection, a brand I don't do very well with, but other people do fantastically well with, but I don't. Yeah, so the outer on that is silk, so that should do quite well because of that. So I'm hoping 25 to 30, but we will see. Yeah, and then this, which is probably one of my best finds in ages, and this is sat in there in this box for ages, and right at the bottom, so it's nicely creased now. So this is Fred Perry for Margaret Howell. So Margaret Howell I've never found, so I would find it with Fred Perry. I'm really pleased with that. I've looked at the website on that. I'm hoping I can get at least 40 for that because of what it is. I will research it again as I list it. It is women's wear, and it is small size, but it's fantastic. So yeah, do keep a lookout for that. And that's it. And obviously, you know, Wimbledon will start, so people will want stuff like that. Right, so I now have lots and lots of piles of stuff to iron and photograph. So that's my job for today, is to photograph all of this. So let's finish the video with the gang, you know, who I sidelined based on the fact that the sun was too, you know, it's not sun, it's just daylight, isn't it? annoying daylight. So as it stands, 2 of the things that I've pulled out need washing for little marks. One of them, which looks like internal bodily fluid, urine, which is always nice to deal with. Oh, I should have known. Every time I pick up a pair of white jeans, it's a mistake. I have to learn from my mistakes. So, yeah, that's me done. I need to get these videos on sharpish because I'm going to not have any room to take my photos if I've got dozens of videos on my phone memory. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will be back again soon with more of this jazz. And yeah, I have to say that listing around working has not gone that well for me, and I have tanked my store. It's very easily done, so you can probably like not list for a week or 2 and not notice the difference. The 4 to 6 weeks mark is when you tank your store. So, you know, have a mental note of that. You're allowed to go on holiday, but don't do anything more than 2 weeks if you want to keep your eBay store going. Anyway, I thank you for watching, and I will be back again soon. Please subscribe. Please like. Well, you know, the subscribing and the watching is the best thing for you to do. And I will be back soon with more of this. Galileo, Galileo Figaro, Beelzebub has the devil beside for me, for me, for me.